How do lights turn on? Where have dinosaurs gone? Can the wind sing a song? Are there really black swans? Why do people yawn where the stars at dawn? The questions and adventures never end. La 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 Luna, Luna, Luna. As the bread rises,
Coming right up. Fresh out of the oven. The best rolls around.
yay! That smells amazing. They're still warm. And so light and fluffy.
The secret behind good fluffy rolls is to knead the dough really well.
To knead the dough?
Yep. You have to roll up the dough real tight, then beat it out, then roll it up again. Do you want to knead some bread?
We sure do, right, Luna? Huh? So this is bread roll dough?
Yep, sure is. That's going to become bread.
Neato! I'm kneading this really good. When will it turn into bread?
It doesn't quite work that quick, Jupiter. There are still a lot of other steps that have to happen before the dough can become bread.
Where is he going?
Back here, where the magic happens.
Wow!
Here you go. Take a few more fresh rolls. You can save them for later.
Thank you so much, Newton. Newton said that this turns into bread, Clyde. Isn't that amazing? But remember, he said that we need to knead and knead and knead. But how does this little icky piece of sticky dough turn into bread that's so fluffy and yummy? How does one thing turn into something completely different? And how does bread get all fluffy and yummy and grow and grow? I've gotta know. I just gotta know. What's happening here? What can it mean? This is the greatest thing I've ever seen. What's happening here? Let's figure it out. I just gotta know what this is all about. We've gotta figure out how dough becomes bread. But how? I don't know. But the bakery's where it happens. That's where the dough turns into bread. And bread rolls too, right? I know. Be right back. I'm back. Yay! Where did you go? I asked Newton to help us with our little experiment. And he wrote down the steps we need to follow on this paper. He said that this experiment will help us to understand how dough turns into bread. Neato! What's that? A balloon! This is gonna be great! You think the dough has to fly to become bread? Well, we're going to find out. Let's set up the experiment outside. Okay, all ready. Let's get started. It says here that we should start by putting in the sugar first. Jupiter, can you put the sugar in the bottle? Perfect. Now it says to add some water, but warm water, not cold. And now, one last thing. We add baker's yeast. Baker's beast? No, it's, what is it? Baker's yeast. Jupiter, can you put a little bit in the bottle? Are we gonna blow up the balloon? Now it says we have to just wait 20 minutes. This is so exciting! The balloon filled up all by itself. Wow! What's that stuff in the bottle? That's the stuff we mixed together, Jupiter. Isn't that amazing? But who blew up the balloon? Was it you, Clyde? It seems like something from the bottle caused it to fill up. Do you think that's what happens with the dough and the bread rolls? I don't understand. But we're going to understand. Want to know how? How? We're going to make believe we're dough and turn into little bread rolls. You'll me. We're bread dough. But I want to be a bread roll already. I'm real hungry.
I think Newton just added the sugar.
What's he adding now?
It doesn't taste like sugar or flour either.
I wonder if we're going to turn to bread rolls now. That tickles. I've always wanted to come in here. This is the best experience ever!
Just a touch more here, please. I want to be nice and crispy.
Do you think we'll look like them when we're done? This is amazing! I want to be nice and fluffy, just like the bread rolls.
I know, me too. When are we gonna start growing? You think we need more kneading?
Shh. It's time for you to rest.
But I'm not even tired.
Bread that doesn't rest doesn't grow.
Really?
We really want to grow.
Well, just sit back and relax. Just let the yeast do all the work, my friends.
That's the baker's beast. Yeah, yeast. Do we have that in us?
Oui. Yeast is the most important ingredient in any bread recipe, don't you know? Without yeast, we cannot grow.
So that's what makes us grow bigger.
Oui. Just rest and let the yeast do all the work. In less than an hour, we'll be twice as big.
Wow. But how do they do that? Where exactly are they?
Baker's yeast are very small and very hungry as well. Come take a closer look. They've probably already started their feast. For loaves of bread to rise from our sticky dough, a very special ingredient must be added, oh, don't you know? Voila! You got to have some yeast for the dough to increase. And magic then happens with the gas they release. Oh, we just sit and rest while yeast does all the rest. Oh, we just sit and rest while yeast does all the rest.
Munchy, munchy, munch to make bread grow a bunch. Munchy, munchy, munch to make bread grow a bunch. Munchy, munchy, munch to make bread grow a bunch. Munchy, munchy, munch to make bread grow a bunch.
We just sit and rest while yeast does all the rest.
Munchy, munchy, munch to make bread grow a bunch. Munchy, munchy, munch to make bread grow a bunch.
Voila! Now I feel more like real bread.
Yeast sure are big eaters.
Oui. They love to eat our sugar. And the more they eat, the more gas they make.
Gas? What gas?
They produce a gas, and this makes little bubbles in our dough. And since our dough is very flexible, the bubbles grow and grow until we're big and fluffy.
So that's what filled up the balloon. And that's how bread grows bigger. It tickles. Do you think that it's the yeast?
I can't take it. Someone make them stop.
Your yeast must be starting to make air bubbles.
Time for us to rest.
And now, my friends, for one final touch. Who'd like a splash of color?
Newton how dough becomes bread. Hi, Newton.
Ah.
Jupiter, Clyde, and I discovered something so amazing about bread. And we're going to put a show on just for you, Newton.
Yay!
For loaves of bread to rise from our sticky dough, a very special ingredient must be added, oh, don't you know? You gotta have some yeast for the dough to increase, and magic then happens with the gas they release. We just sit and rest while yeast does all the rest. And what about people, Newton? How do they grow? Do you think they can grow just like bread does? Why does everybody grow up to be different heights? So many questions! Earth to Luna, where science is happening.